much just laying in bed, sweating into my mattress, just like, I hate everything right now. Hey guys, welcome back to Live, Love, Life, and Travel. This is your girl Shamika, and if you're new here, welcome. Just to let you know, I usually do try to upload on the daily and upload my travel videos every Monday through Thursday and my free talk videos throughout the weekend. So if you're interested, please hit that subscribe button. So today's video is like a mixture of like inspirational, story time, and travel. I do have some more travel videos coming up. I just have to do my research and get those together for you guys. But today I wanted to talk about positivity, the power of the mind, the power of thoughts, law of attraction, and also tell you a time that I was in Cambodia. When I went to Cambodia, Siem Reap, Cambodia, it was shortly after the whole incident happened where I got kicked out of my hostel, and then after a month of that I went down to Long Beach, and then I thought I was going to be able to do one thing and I couldn't, and I had to do like an emergency border run, but not border run, just had to just get out of the country because my 30 days was coming up basically. And so I chose Cambodia since I had never been there. This is also right after I lost my debit card, and so I was having a really hard time getting my finances because I haven't nailed down like a system to get people to like Western Union my money back to me. So for like a whole day, for like a whole couple of days, I pretty much had like nothing to eat or drink, just like water and like an apple or something. And so I was hungry. I was really in a negative headspace. I was like I had a headache, and in Cambodia my sinuses were acting up so bad that like my eyeballs looked like they were gonna literally pop out of my head. And so I definitely was allowing myself to be like having negativity sort of circle on in my spirit, in my heart, in my mind. I was just like, fuck everybody, fuck everything, like I'm just so over this. Like I was just like really upset. And I went to this hostel called the Urban Jungle Hostel in Siem Reap, Cambodia. It's like the cheapest hostel I've ever stayed at. It was literally $2 American a night. Seemed like it was in a warehouse, but it was on top of a roof, and it was all open. The whole front was open. The windows had no glass on it, so that was all open. Everybody had their mosquito nets. The only thing is that the mattress was pretty much like an illusion. It was so thin, and it was so hot. Even though you had all that breeze and all that openness, it was so hot. And so I pretty much was just laying in bed, sweating into my mattress, just like, I hate everything right now. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't make eye contact with anybody. Like everybody was kikiing over there and having a good time, you know, mingling amongst each other, and I was just like, fuck everybody. Like I'm just so upset. And then one day I decided to just wake up and just say, you know what, I just made a decision not to focus on the negativity anymore. I just made a snap decision and said, this is not making my life any better. I have laid in this bed miserable for 2 days and hungry and sweaty and hot, and me sitting here hating my life. Besides the fact that I'm in Cambodia, I shouldn't really be grumbling that much. I know everything's gonna be okay. Yes, it's taken a couple of days for me to get what I need, but everything's gonna be fine. So why am I focusing so much on a negative aspect of my life at the moment? And so I just made a snap decision to be like, shake it off and just breathe, exhale, and just appreciate what you have, appreciate where you are, and just move on. Like grow up, suck it up. And I just thought that was it. And I smiled and I got out of my bed, I took a shower, probably needed one, and I decided to join everybody who has been having a good time with each other the past 2 days. And I'm pretty sure like they kept like looking at me like, why is that weird girl just like literally just huddled in her bed, not talking to anybody this whole time? And so they were very welcoming to me when I finally like clammed out of my depression, negative state, and was like, hi, my name's Shamika. Sat with them, and like all backpackers and travelers started swapping travel stories and stuff like that. And throughout casual conversation, my story of like what happened in Koh Phangan and my card and all that stuff and my difficulties, I wasn't trying to like pull anybody's heartstring. It just kind of happened through casual conversation. And they were like, oh my god, that really sucks. Anyway, one of the guys there was like, but you're gonna go to the Angkor Wat temples, right? And I was like, well, that's like the last thing on my mind. Like, I can always just come back to Cambodia and see the temples. Right now, I'm focused on trying to get my funds so I can get myself back into Thailand, da 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 da. And he was like, no, you have to see the Angkor Wat temples. And I was like, well, I'll try, but like I said, it's like the last thing that's on my mind right now. He was like, no, you're going to see the Angkor Wat temples. I'm taking you to the Angkor Wat temples. I'm paying for the Angkor Wat temples. You don't have to worry about anything. And I was just like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Like, are you sure? Like, he was like, yeah, like, you have to see them. You're in Siem Reap. There's no way that I'm gonna let you come to Siem Reap, Cambodia and not see the Angkor Wat temples. He had already seen them and he was like, they're amazing. No one should come here and skip out on that experience. No one deserves that. I'm paying for you. You're going to see the Angkor Wat temples. And I was like, oh my god, that's so cool, thank you. And then not only that night he treated me and this other girl to like an amazing Indian dinner, and it was so scrumptious. And then the next day we went to Angkor Wat and spent the whole day, and he paid for everything besides just the Angkor Wat. He paid for our, well, mine anyway, like snacks and dinner after that and lunch and all that stuff. And so if I would have allowed myself to stay in that negative space that I was in, and I just stayed all grumpy and mad and hating everybody and not talking to anybody, none of that would happen. I would have never got to see Angkor Wat. I would have never got to have that amazing Indian dinner. I would have never got to meet and make new friends. And not only was him, the girl who came with us, we ended up traveling together for a month after that, and now I have her as a friend that I still talk to, and she also helped me out a lot with the finances. Like, I would give her money and I would send her money through PayPal and she would give it back to me. So throughout that month she had my back the whole time. So if I would have stayed, allowed myself to stay in that negative space, then none of that would happen. And by me deciding to live and project positivity is what I got in return. It's the law of attraction. If we keep thinking negative, if we keep thinking bad, if we keep thinking this shit always happens to me, or oh, my life is all fucked up, or all that stuff, like, that is what we're gonna get back in return. Sometimes you wonder, why does it seem like this keep happening to me? It's because you keep allowing yourself to like project that back out. And I'm not blaming anybody for like moments that they were victimized, but I'm just saying, like, if you live in negativity, you think everybody's out to get you, if you think your life is shit, then that's what you're gonna get back in return. And the moment you just realize, like, you have to just be grateful for what you have. And I'm gonna make another video about gratitude because Thanksgiving is coming up and we should be all grateful. Being negative, pissed off, upset doesn't help your situation at all. Even if you are in a bad situation, even if your car broke down and you can't pay your rent, or your boyfriend broke up with you, or you flunked your grade or something like that, what is being upset and negative about it really going to do for you? How is that improving your situation whatsoever? You can get mad and that can motivate you to do better, but sitting here and wallowing in your negativity, how is that improving your situation at all? It doesn't. For the most part, it makes your situation worse. If not like a physical way, it can be like emotional and mental way. So you flunked your grade, and now you're sad and depressed and you're giving yourself a headache and a tummy ache, and you haven't got out of bed, and you're not talking to anybody, and everybody else is moving on with their life. So how did wallowing in your depression or wallowing in your negativity, and I'm not talking about like psychosis, a clinical depression compared to other things, I'm talking about like just sort of emotional depression, how is that making your situation any better? It's not. So, and I'm not saying people aren't allowed to, again, react to their emotions. We are human beings. Everybody should have their moments, but then you have your moment and you go, okay, now what next? Like, because that's not going to help my situation. Let me take the steps that's going to help my situation, and let me just think positive thoughts. And what really helps you is just being grateful for what you do have. Like my mom always said, like there are times where like I'll call my mom and she'll be like, how you doing? And I'll be like, oh, I got paid. And she'll be like, oh, at least you got money. I'm like, whatever, like, gotta go to rent, gotta go to bills, gotta go to my car note, my cell phone, and so I'm not gonna have any money afterwards, so I don't care, and I'll be all negative about it. And she's like, what are you pissed off about? You have money to pay your rent, you have money to pay your bills, you have money to pay your car note. You should be grateful that you have the money to do so, instead of bitching about it that you don't have anything after. And it's like, be grateful you have it instead of focusing on what you don't have. People who focus on positivity, people who are optimistic, not only are happier in general, but their health is better, or they recover from illnesses quicker, and they live longer. So again, what does negativity do for you? It does nothing for you. So don't focus on that. Don't wallow in that. You know, like, just try to focus on the good that you do have, because that's gonna bring you back positivity. All right, it's not magic. You have to put your work into it, but it's if you're gonna pick between one, why stay negative? Why stay pissed when you can be happy? You know what I mean? All right. Anyway, that's it. That's my little video. If you have any comments, please comment in the comment section below. If you like this video, please like it. If you want to share this video, please share it. It really helps, guys. And if you want to continue to follow me on this beautiful game called life, please subscribe. And thank you from Live, Love, Life, and Travel.